Time marches on. Okay, good. It seems like it wasn't too big an issue that there was water inside. I guess they just sorted that out off camera and we're not actually going to sink. All right, that's good.
That was a long day yesterday, huh? I'm glad that we lived to see another morning.
I am very happy that we survived and are still afloat. But after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you that my dear girl is well and safe. We must repay these old bones of yours for their sterling service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean.
Bum 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 bum. We should arrive at the island tomorrow.
Come on.
We managed to defeat the monster, so why not thank everyone for their efforts? In times like this, people tend to open up more.
Alrighty. Can do. I just want to see the view from the watchtower. We haven't actually been up here whilst at sea. Bum bum bum. Whoa. It's one of those nasty fucking enemies from the cathedral. The fuck? Okay, we've got fishing available. There's Stroll. There's Hulkenberg. I'm not seeing everyone else. Are they down there? Dunno. Yeah. Very cool. I love this. Just sailing out across the sea. There is something very appealing about this to me. Just being out on the water with no land in sight in any direction. Just, I don't know. Very, freeing, I guess. To be that removed from civilization. I don't know. Seems cool. I haven't been out to sea that many times. I've been on a cruise, which is the furthest out I've ever been. One cruise, which definitely had many days that were you couldn't see any land at all. So that was cool, but obviously massive cruise ship where you're not really feeling the water particularly because it's such a big vessel that it's basically like you're on land almost. So I don't know. I'd quite like to be on a smaller ship out at sea. Would have been a pleasant trip if not for the monster. I had no idea such a calamity awaited us.
And so...
I suppose you're too young for something like that mess to tire you out. Well, I've a mind to meditate and recover a bit. Care to join me? Ismay seems relaxed. This might be a chance to have a genuine conversation with him. Oh, right. This is a day-taking thing. So people are going to open up more, but we can only choose one?
Goodbye.
That's rough. I don't know who to choose. Bum 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 bum.
Oh.
Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Who should we choose?
Sam.
You really fixed that hole in the runner? Thought we were sunk there for sure. Ah, how long have you been there for? Well, whatever. Good thing we managed to pull things off yesterday, eh? Basilio doesn't seem as defensive as usual. Now might be a good chance to improve things with him a little. Wait, what? We can spend time with Basilio? Then get lost, alright. Del says I'm to keep my distance from you lot. I thought it was just going to be fucking, like, companions, followers.
What do you want?
I'm trying to guard Juna here. You're such a bloody bother. If you've got something to say, out with it. He seems a little more open to me. Now might be a good chance to talk.
Leave.
Oh?
Oh, have you been there the whole time? Feel like listening to me sing, do you?
Not a second.
Good timing. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a moment to spare?
Seems to be in particularly high spirits.
Yeah.
Just want to see what everyone says before I have to actually choose. I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards one of the brothers because they're not someone we can usually spend a day with because they're not followers, so the fact that there is now an option to spend the day with them, when that is never usually an option, means I should probably take it, even though it's not like they're my favourite characters. I certainly prefer all of our actual teammates, and would like to spend the day with our actual teammates, but at the same time, it's like, this is a one-off opportunity, essentially. Like, it never happens that we get to spend time with the brothers. So, because of this unique situation, maybe I should.
The sea's so calm. It's like yesterday's storm never happened. The runners riding smoothly, monsters slain in our wake. I could hardly ask for better.
Parting the very waves to go on. An incredible sight.
Your thoughts?
What say you, Will? Will you come and enjoy the view as well? The breeze is most pleasant here.
I see.
Yeah, okay. If I had free... Well, I mean, I do have free choice. If I was choosing based on who I'm most curious about hearing right now, I'd probably choose Juna. Because she's new and cool and just want to get to know her better. But because it's a rare opportunity, let's spend time with one of the brothers. And I think I'll go Fidelio because Basilio's, like, not the one in charge, really. Like, he just does whatever Fidelio tells him. So let's get to know the ringleader more,
What do you
I think.
want?
Let's talk. Fine. But only a bit. Not like you'd shut up about it if I said no.
What do you want?
So, what do you even want? If you're trying to get closer to me, you're wasting your time. Why's that? You're an open book, mate. You just want to win us over. Well, fine. Suppose I could use this opportunity too. See, I've got one warning for you.
A word of warning.
If you try anything funny with Lady Juna, I'll make you regret being born. Bro, do you not know? We kind of went to bed last night. Sorry about that. I know you're really jealous, but... Seems like he doesn't trust me at all. I'd remember that if I were you. You done talking? What? Do you think I was going to thank you for yesterday? Kind of, yeah.
Sure.
Did kind of literally save your life, and you would literally be dead now if it wasn't for me. Hardly makes a difference if I live or die anyway.
Seriously.
Well, it's true that you ended up being the one to save Lady Juna and protect Basilio. For that, at least. Thank you.
Well?
No matter what your agenda is. You really don't trust me, huh?
Then...
Of course I don't. That's how I got this far in the world. Especially while looking out for our Basilio the dunce. Everything is a threat. Well, a debt's a debt. Think what you want about me, but I've got my own code. I'll return the favor before long.
Leave?
But don't get it twisted, yeah. This is the end of this conversation. I'm not out here to stand around chatting with the likes of you. Ah, shite. Losing my damn mind out here. Whatever. Here, now bugger off. Oh my god, what? A handmade flute? What have you just given me? My second ever golden item? Saw a Parapus peddler in Brialhaven selling souvenirs. Bought this on a whim. Gave me this whole story about how its sound wards off evil. I'm not planning on dying out here with you idiots. It's just for peace of mind, but it's better than nothing. We'll be at the encampment soon, and while I have your ear, your ship rocks like a bucket in a storm.
Got it.
Tell that clumsy driver of yours if he doesn't shape up, I'll throw him overboard and sail it myself. And I'm dead serious like.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
Islet Camp.
What to pick?
So our arrival's tomorrow.
Woo, we're finally done spending our nights at sea.
Yoink. We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, yeah. You say you want to be useful to Count Luis, then you better put in the work. And remember, we'll be watching. Oh yeah, what was the new equipment we got?
Now.
I thought it would be next to the other gold one. Where is it? There it is. Handmade flute. All stats +5. Okay, well that's pretty nice. What was that current one? Right. Current one was is all stats +3 and preventing all of that. What's better? All stats +3 and preventing all of that? Or all stats +5? Probably all stats +3 and preventing all of that, right? Probably. So let's give that to, because it obviously is incredibly good. What do you got? You've got strength +6. Instead of strength +6, we want to give you 1 less strength, but then everything else up as well. Probably, I think. We can lose 1 strength point in exchange for like 20 other other points. That seems fine. Any better stuff here that I haven't equipped? What was the Sage's Semaphore? Oh, it can be purified. Right, that's what it is. What's Juna got? Okay, we definitely need to get a better fan for her. I probably should have done that while I was in town, huh? Wait, she's using... God damn it, why have we not automatically equipped her with something better? Magic +4? Yeah. That's like... Holy shit, that's so much better. That's like 60 defense higher and with magic boost. Jesus Christ. Agility +2. Okay, someone's wearing that, someone's wearing that, someone's wearing that. Nobody's wearing this, which is agility +3 and higher defense and higher evasion, so sure. Seeker's Mask. Changes skills and resistances when equipped. Equipped to use Seeker skills. Adds a resistance to wind and a weakness to fire. Huh. Are we going to get other masks to use then? Is that... Huh. I guess we're going to get other masks as we go. Interesting, interesting. Right, let's see if there's anyone else to chat with. Bum ba da bum. Not in here.
All right then.
Heismay is on the roof. Okay. Hello.
Come on. Don't much like the sea at night. There's no knowing which ways the waves are coming from. And when I think about accidentally falling in, ugh. Did we have anything else to make? No. We have made everything that we can currently make. Who should we spend time with then? We got 5 imagination points from spending time with Juna last time, which is unheard of, and I'm kind of curious if that is like every time you spend time with Juna you get 5? Or was that just like a one-time first try thing? Because if it's every time, then like we should do it again.
Oh my.
So let's try.
Oh, if it isn't Will. I'm so bored, and I'm just not in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to.
Let's try it. Let's see if you get another 5.
This Gauntlet Runner is such a mystery, isn't it? And in particular, I'm so very intrigued by the igniter responsible for the teleportation magic. We happen to be in the middle of a covert operation, so we can't be too free with our words. But if we could, I think we'd cause quite the stir.
Let's mass produce it.
Well then.
Gosh.
I must say, you sound like the shrewdest sort of merchant when you say that. But I don't think it's something one can produce so easily. I studied at the Mage Academy for a spell, and from what I recall, teleportation with magic was deemed impossible. So something like this is in the same category as divine relics. Frankly, I'm thankful that nobody will believe in its existence, even if we use it to teleport to the city. But the technology already exists, so perhaps it can be mass-produced. Maybe one day, each household will have their own teleportation igniter. The fact that we are literally teleporting into the middle of the city and yet nobody ever actually sees it. Or like one person sees it but they're drunk and they think they're just hallucinating it or whatever. It's like kind of unbelievable. People would notice if you're teleporting into a city regularly. Like, you know. We just have to give him a pass on that one.
Alright.
Oh my god, you do get 5. Holy shit. Okay, so we should just be doing imagination with Juno every time then. She's just like the imagination girl, I guess. Does everyone have a stat? Like, if I spend time with Stroll for courage, does he raise courage at 5 points where everyone else only does 3 or 4? Does everyone have a unique stat that they are like the master of? Staying up late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Time marches on.
Luis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
As reported by a crier. It's the Elda boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lands. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
What's he got planned?
Oh-ho!
And so, our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we can just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we'd best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one.
Then...
Maybe I could take a nice cold shower before we arrive? We don't even know if there'll be real inns there for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Virga Island. Virga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict. As though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
Surely they'll be happy to see us, right?
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my ear fur is stuck together.
Do
Aww.
we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise.
Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are
No
you
one.
from the outside? What's wrong?
Oh. Voice from within. I thought they meant like within the trees or something. No, they mean within my head. Haha, very funny, Gallica.
Very funny, Gallica.
I didn't tell any jokes, I think.
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky.
We simply have to put on the big chess piece hats.
To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hustle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altbury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
September 5th, and it's what, the 16th now or whatever, so bit over half a month.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa!
Cutscene!
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
On.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Yeah, that's me.
Something amiss.
I'm imagining things.
Hi.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders, you're not of this island!
So true.
Seize them!
Uh-oh. That did not go well.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Who's that?
Well,
I was going to say it sounded like him,
fancy
but
meeting you here.
how does that work? Because we had after we set off, we had a cutscene of him back at shore, like a whole day after we set off. There was a cutscene of him back at Brylehaven doing a speech talking about us having travelled out to sea. So how in the sweet fuck has he then, a whole day behind us setting off, got here first? What did you do this time?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters to Virga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Interesting.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Oh, hey!
Master Adeni.
It's Big Hat Guy, but without his hat on.
Island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the Dragon God.
That's crazy.
Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not.
She's just like, yeah, I'll die.
Might be saved. I will gladly give my life for it.
That's wild.
Bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the Dragon God.
Oh, surely.
You are our last hope. Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads. I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple. Not another soul on them.
Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this.
He didn't seem fine.
Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
I mean, it's literally his
I get
job.
that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought, and more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Never. We make such a great team.
Nice to be back on the team. You're completely mental, you know that. Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last. Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the Lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
You seem confident.
You seem confident. Thanks to your influence, I suppose.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Please, help my sister.
Or have we just travelled across the sea? Are we still on the starter island, or did it just cut out the bit where we travelled across?
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of magla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, just too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damn place.
Well, this will win us favour.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance.
He says that, but I don't think he would.
Whatever
if it came
happens,
down to
I
her or
can't
the
trust
lance, he'd
anyone
save
with my
her.
family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance, and such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her. From the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
Nope. No objections.
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith!
If they've the strength to overcome the Templar's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Alrighty. There we go. That is our mission.
Well,
that is our deadline.
We talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Broilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the lance.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got 2 problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
We've got a battle like that ahead of us.
If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon?
I mean, technically he did say she could survive for 4 weeks, but sure.
You're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
It's a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Oddly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Time marches on. Man, already August 18th. That's crazy. Feels like we just started August. The calendar in this game is like real life. 2024 just began, right? What do you mean it's October? Oh. What did he just say? I wonder what kind of place the Dragon Temple is. Let's stock up on what we need on the island first. When you're ready, the Gauntlet Runner is on the eastern beach of the island. Virga Island. That's cool typeface. I like that. Oh, the music. Man, that's cool. That is cool. Virga Island. An island of the inland sea south of the kingdom. In the center of the archipelago sits an old village home to many Mastari. It is the sole area of the kingdom untouched by sanctist proselytizing. The Mastari and major cities on the mainland are often disdained as pagans, adding to the public impression that the island is uncivilized. The Dragon Temple, a temple of the Mastari faith that stands on an uninhabited island in the north of the archipelago, home to the guardian deity the Dragon God and likely resting place of the divine relic Dracodios. Rumors suggest the true reason the Crown Theocracy has never tried to extend its reach to Virga Island is because it does not want to risk its believers seeing something in the temple. What truths lie hidden? Okay, I'm excited to figure that out. In like 10, 11, 12 days time. Whenever we get there, because of course we will have a whole shitload of stuff to do, I'm sure. Dragon Statue Plaza, so that's where we're going, up top right. Actually, looking at it, I don't know if there's any other areas, but it doesn't. I'm not seeing any requests currently. Usually they appear on the map as an exclamation mark, but as of yet, it doesn't look like there are any, but there's bound to be, right? Because this is like the halfway place, like, what's it called? Martira. Like we had the Royal Capital, and then halfway place Martira with tons of requests, tons of stuff to do there. And then the main destination, Bilehaven. And now again, we're on Virga Island, which is the halfway place, so presumably tons of stuff to do before we head off to Monterio. Yeah, I guess we will see if there is indeed requests to pick up. But that is a good point to leave off for today, I think. Having now finally got our freedom on this island, we will begin our exploration here next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Metaphor ReFantazio. Thanks for watching. See you then.